I'm Kylie from Revolt. I'm here at On Top Fitness here with Gracie.
Hey guys.
And Gracie's client here, Chris,
How you going?
had his first Evolt scan. So we're just going to run through the explanation of his scan for him. So Chris, this scan is already sitting up on your app that you can access on your phone. On the back of the scan data is a detailed explanation which has been number referenced to the front of the scan. So if you forget about anything today, just reference the back of the scan.
Yep.
And Gracie will help you with it. He's very familiar with the scan data. So on the front of the scan here, you'll see that we've inputted your height, age and gender into the machine. That's just to give us your medical reference range data. So everything in a bracket is your healthy guideline according to the medical standard. Now we differ a little bit from, I guess, from a health and fitness perspective than the medical standard. Me personally, from a health and fitness standard, I want to be over their average ranges in a lot of things.
Yep.
Okay, so just bear that in mind.
Yep.
So your height on the scale is made up of, sorry, not your height, your weight on the scale is made up of a lean mass and a fat mass in very general terms. Everything without fat, including your skeletal structure, muscle mass, your heart, lungs, ligaments, and all your soft tissues is here in your lean body mass.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see that your lean body mass is quite high and you're over their reference range. And for me, I'd be happy about that. I'm going to be over in your lean section.
Yep.
So the rest of you is body fat in kilos. So those 2 kilos amount, your lean mass and your fat mass equal your total body weight. Now the most important part of this scan I find is what your lean body mass is made up of. Now your lean body mass is made up mostly of skeletal muscle mass, which are your functioning muscles that you use when you train with Gracie.
Yep.
That is the most, I guess, the most anabolic or metabolically active material that we have in our body. That's why we want to have it. For me, I would like to see that as high as possible. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So for you, you have very good skeletal muscle mass. You're well over the reference range. And I personally want to be over their reference range for muscle mass.
Yeah, okay.
Because for me, I want to have a strong metabolism, and that's kind of what helps you have that strong metabolism. Same thing with your protein content here. It's actually measured like your nitrogen cells. So protein is responsible for your repair of tissue and cells in the human body. Very important, obviously, for you to be able to grow skeletal muscle mass and for anti-aging rejuvenation of cells. Yeah, so it's important that it be high. And you're well over their reference range, and I want to be over their reference range for that too. Your bone
Muscle mass and protein, isogenics, it's what's done it.
Yeah,
It's what's done it.
you're doing really
Well
well.
done.
Yep.
So guys, I saw Chris in September.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and the physical difference in Chris is enormous.
It's awesome.
Like I'm really surprised.
Yeah, cool.
So well done.
Thanks.
So this is kind of giving you a starting point for where you are today, and then we can
Yep.
keep measuring your progress to
Yeah,
see
cool.
how you're going, and then Gracie, you would probably maybe adjust
Absolutely.
supplementation
Yeah.
based on how you're going.
We'll
Yeah.
prescribe off of
Well,
this.
yes,
yeah,
perfect.
absolutely.
Okay. So your lean body mass is actually in really good shape. We're really happy with that. And if we have a look at your basal metabolic rate, the machine will assess what your basal metabolic rate is. So they're the amount of calories your body uses to keep you alive in a
Right.
rested state. So you're in bed, that's you just breathing, digesting food.
Yep.
Okay. The figure underneath is your total energy expenditure. So that's basically you getting out of bed, doing standard functions, you
Yep.
know, like driving the car, typing, eating, all those standard functions. The machine will then go in and show us, if you were trying to lose body fat, it'll give you a calorie deficit range for you to work with.
Right.
It'll tell you how many kilos over their medical standard you could be. And if you're trying to lose half a kilo a week, it'll give you a duration time. But you don't need to worry about that. That's what Grazie's here
Yep.
for. And he will step you through that every
Yeah,
week.
cool.
You don't need to worry about this, but this is for someone who had no assistance.
Yep.
Yeah?
All
So
right.
let's look at your body fat. So the human body has 3 types of body fat. The machine picks up 2. One of the main things is visceral fat, which is that fat that sits in and around your organs. Obviously, we don't want that to be too high. Something we can't see, so I guess it is, this is one of the main ways that we can
Yep.
test it. We as a society are very obsessed by our body fat that sits under the skin. That's how we judge our body composition. But
Right.
there is way more to it than that, obviously. So viscerally, the machine measures you on a level system between 1 and 20. Anywhere between 1 and 9 is kind of the healthy balance we want you. 1 to 5 is where a lot of athletes sit. And we show it in an area format as well. So if you could be the same level next time, but your area might have come down a bit, so we can see a gradual change.
Yeah.
And again, that's what we'll assess, Rosie will assess with your supplementation. And visceral fat is one of those things that where supplementation can make a huge difference. Supplementation and diet can
Yeah.
make a huge difference. So you're on the right
Yeah.
So that's good. So body fat subcutaneously, we show you in total kilos up here, and we also show you segmentally where it sits on your body.
Right.
So from your arms, your legs, and your trunk. Obviously, your trunk's a big area, so there's going to always be more in that area. But handy to know, I mean, we really want your body fat to be sort of balanced, because if you would have, say, some more body fat, say you had it all in your legs, obviously there'd be a bit of a hormonal suggestion
Yeah, right.
of a hormonal imbalance. You might need to get checked, but yours is fine.
Yep.
Balance there. It will show you a percentage of body fat as well, which includes a portion of your visceral fat mass. I tell people don't concentrate on body fat percentage, because it's just a measure of your weight divided by your height. Your body fat in kilos.
Yeah.
So you can add more muscle, which we want you to do.
Yep.
And it's going to reduce your body fat, even though you haven't probably lost body fat. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of
Yeah.
we prefer you to look at your total kilos there. But likewise here we can see where your muscle mass is on your body. And for me, you would want to be checking these numbers next time. Actually quite balanced, which is pretty good. You've got to use one of your legs is slightly dominant, but most people have a dominant side.
Yeah.
So your fitness age here, this is an indication of your internal health age. So your goal is to be at your physical age or under.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll assess how you're going with that and review with Gracie.
Yep.
And your total fitness score is a total scoring system on the scan. And our goal is to get closest to 100 as possible.
Yep.
So again, that's something we can measure for next time.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. The only other thing the scan will show you as well, I mean, there's a lot of detail on here, but your water content here, it'll show us if you've got any water retention. Now you have a lot of skeletal muscle mass, so you will carry more fluid in your
Yep.
system naturally. But things that can change that are caffeine. Some medications can do that. Not drinking enough clear fluid can do it as well.
Yeah.
So not to say it's an issue, it's just something you'll
Yeah.
always check. And it's the great thing about the scan, especially for ladies, I guess, is they can jump on the scan, and sometimes they can have like 5 to 8 kilos more water in this retention in their system, and that's generally a hormonal fluctuation.
Right.
But it's handy to know, because you're not going to know that standing on the scale. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah. So that's it in a nutshell. So next time you scan, we'll have graph data on your app, so you can see where you're going.
Awesome.
But well done.
Thank
And
you.
I'm really excited to see how you go.
Stuff.
in the next
Thanks.
time.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Great stuff, dude.
Yeah. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Cheers.